Was it perfect? No. Did it have flaws? Yes. Was it entertaining? Yes. It was light, it was messy, it was cute. And sometimes that's all a rom-com needs. Let's talk about it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you are watching this. Hey y'all, hey! So as you already read the title down below, I am going to be giving you all my review on You, Me, and Tuscany. And baby, we got some things to talk about. Now, before I even get into my review, I want to start with my overall thoughts. Just generally how I feel. Because if you watched my previous video, then you already know I talked about how You, Me, and Tuscany is basically being used as a scapegoat film for all black rom-coms moving forward, supposedly. And that already irritated me going into the film. Because like I said before, a movie should succeed or fail based on if it's good or bad, not because it's black. And let's be real, black films are always judged harder. Not only are we black folk, well, I don't know why I just did quotations, but not only are we as black folk in a community and a culture very honest and very harsh critics of our own people, there are also others who just don't support black films simply because it's us. So we are already starting low on the totem pole, and that's frustrating. But putting all that aside, I just got back from watching the movie, and let me give you my general thoughts before I get into spoilers. So yes, this is a warning now. We will be getting into spoilers in just a minute. So, for one, I'm already happy that Will Pecker is involved because he is a family rattler, and I'm always going to support a fellow rattler, okay? But overall, I'm giving this movie a solid 6.5 out of 10, which honestly isn't a bad rating. It was good, it was cute, it was entertaining. But I do feel like the beginning of the film felt rushed and like we were missing key pieces in Brianna's storyline, especially when it comes to her love story. They did a good job diving into her life, her struggles, her background. But when it came to romance, we knew nothing. And for a rom-com, that matters. With all that being said, let's get into the real. So, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! So boom, we open the movie and immediately I'm like, oh, we got money. Like luxury sheets, big houses, soft life. I said, okay, rich black woman, I love this for us. Whole time, it's fraudulent. Whole time, what we seeing is not even real life and it's not Anna's house. So my girl is basically a house sitter, faking the lifestyle, posting like it's hers, living her best soft life online. I said, oh, she is committed to the scam. Like, she was really out here giving Elva, what's her name? Anna Dalby. She was Anna Dalby in it. You know, that con artist who had that big movie on Netflix? Yeah. She was giving that. And I'm not even mad at it because the dedication, 10 out of 10. Halle Bailey's acting was honestly really good, but at first I struggled a little bit watching her play this grown woman role because I see her so much as like an innocent little girl. I mean, come on, this is our Little Mermaid. How can I get past that? Granted, I hear in real life, Halle is not to be played with, baby, but that's neither here or there. She has such a young, soft energy, and it took me a while to get past that. But once she got into scenes with Regé-Jean Page, that's when it clicked. He balanced her out. He made her feel, more mature and more grounded. In their chemistry, it worked. I see why they were casted together, okay? And let me just say this right now. Regé was meant to be romanticized. His voice, his face, his tone, his timing, all 10s. The same reason we loved him in Bridgerton is the same reason, it worked here. The man got it and he knows it, and I love that for him. So before I keep going, let me tell y'all the premise of the movie as quickly as I can. And again, spoiler alert, because I know I kind of said some things already as far as like the intro, but let's really get into the overall premise. So basically, it is about this girl, Anna. Well, that's what she has the people calling her. But her real name is Brianna. And basically, she was supposed to be a chef, like she went to school for, moved to New York, was really trying to make things shake for herself. But then her mom passed away, and her mom was also a cook. So that whole situation, hit deep for her. So after her mom passed, she just did not want to cook anymore. She just bypassed that. So she ends up dropping out of school to take care of her mom. And after her mom passes, she just never goes back to school, cooking school. And from there, her life kind of starts going downhill. That's where the house sitting jobs come in. And mind you, she still is not even making enough money to really live in New York. And personally, living in New York, as someone who does, well, New York, New Jersey, it's ghetto, okay? So boom, before her mom passed, they had planned a trip to Italy together. I'm getting tongue twisted, but Italy together. The tickets were booked, everything, but of course they never got to go. So she's just been sitting on that plane ticket this whole time. Now fast forward, she ends up getting fired from one of her house sitting jobs, rightfully so, because baby, she was doing a lot. And around that same time, she meets this guy Matteo at a bar. Now Matteo is from Tuscany, has a whole place out there, but he hasn't been back home in like a year or so because he just up and left. He may have gave a reason, but I can't recall the reason. So when Matteo and Anna is talking, she tells him about the Italy trip she never took. And he basically shows off his place, plants that little seed in her head, and kind of convinces her, to just go. Like, go ahead, you're going to love it, go, 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 go. He never said go right now, he just said go. But she decides she don't got nothing to lose and she ain't got nothing to live for, so she literally ups and goes a few days later. Alone at that, with barely any money, maybe like $500 to her name, and that same plane ticket she had been holding on to. Now, when she gets to Tuscany, all the hotels are booked because there's some big event happening. So now she is stuck with nowhere to sleep, and this is where she gets her bright idea to go stay at Matteo's place, using the whole house sitting situation as a game plan, because in her mind he hasn't been there in a year, so it should be empty. But what she didn't know is that his family still comes by the house, cleans it up, maintains it, makes sure everything is good. So of course she gets caught, and that's when the plot really starts plotting. Now somewhere in the middle of all that, while she's running around trying to find somewhere to stay, she runs into Michael, and they have that classic meet each other, kind of hate each other, rom-com energy. But then the plot twist is Michael is Matteo's cousin. And of course, she starts falling for him. And then Matteo ends up coming back to Italy. So now everything is just messy, like messy. So yeah, this is basically the movie. And from there, you can already tell the kind of chaos, we're about to get into. Now let's talk about this humor. Because I'm not even the comedy of the rom-com, I should say. Because I'm not even going to lie, it took me a minute to actually laugh at the film. Like, I'm sitting in the theater waiting for that rom-com funny moment, and it didn't really hit until the scene with the police officer. So basically, when a mom and grandma catches Anna in a house, they have no idea who she is. So they end up calling the police, as they should. Now, she's about to get arrested. But then the grandma is like, yes, arrest her. And the mom is like, wait, no, wait, because she see like this ring on her finger. So now the police are standing around confused, like, what should we do? Who is this girl? Because mind y'all, in Tuscany, like the area they're in, it's a small town, so everyone knows everyone. And then one of the police officers have this little moment with like the groundskeeper who was maintaining the house while Matteo isn't there. And I don't know why, but something about that whole exchange was funny to me. But mind y'all, we are already like 15, maybe 20 minutes into the movie at this point. And that's a long time for me to be sitting there in a rom-com and not getting to laugh. I want to laugh. But another moment that really tickled me was when she had to meet the rest of the family. Now, mind you, this is right after Anna lied and said Matteo proposed to her just so they wouldn't have her arrested. So now she's stuck having to keep the lie going. So boom, she gets introduced to the whole family, and they immediately get into this little debate about how to pronounce her name. Because the Americans are like Anna, but the Italians are like Anna. And the way they kept going back and forth about it had me laughing, because they do be like, honor. But anyways, as far as the family dynamic, the mama, she was an easy lick for Anna. She believed everything, no questions asked. But that grandma, oh, she said, not on my watch. She clocked everything from jump. And I love that. But baby, nothing was getting past her. She was side-eyeing the hell out of Anna the entire time. The entire time, because she just knew something was off. Then there's Lorenzo, Anna's personal taxi driver, who was low-key looking out for Anna while she was in Tuscany. He was funny to me because he did not sugarcoat anything with her at all. But at the same time, he was still trying to help her. She would ask him to stick around while, she went and grabbed her things. And somehow, every single time she would try to like run away or go away and grab her stuff, the family would kind of bring her back in, or they would kind of catch her. And then during those situations, she would take forever to get back to the taxi driver. I'm talking, it would go from daytime to nighttime, and this man is just sitting outside waiting for her. Y'all, tell me why this man told her the only reason he is sticking around is because he is fully invested into the mess she has gotten herself into. And he wanted all the details of all the drama as it plays out. But you know what, Lorenzo? Same. At this point, we all invested in this mess, so might as well lock in and stay for the long haul, okay? Now let's get into some critiques. So when it came to Anna's best friend dialogue, I felt like the writers overdid it. So she was the only person Anna told about going to Tuscany alone. So of course, as her friend, a black friend at that, she thinks Anna is crazy as hell. But we'll call in and check in on her, and if Anna didn't answer, we the audience got to hear like the voicemail she would leave on her phone. And I don't think any of it was funny, or as funny as they wanted it to be, or as it should have been. I think they was just trying a little too hard, and it was too spot on the nose. And some parts just fell flat. Like there was a part in one of the voicemails when she said something like, "We're gonna blast you on the shade room," and something of that nature. And it just wasn't funny. It was relatable in a way because, yeah, we're going to use the shade room to get your face and your story out there if these Italian people kidnap you. But it wasn't funny, and it felt forced, and it kind of took, me out of the actual moments that was happening every time her voicemail came on. Now, the music in the movie was so freaking good. I love that they had Ari Lennox's softcore era playing in one of the scenes. But there were some songs that felt out of place for me sometimes, or maybe I would have liked another song. For instance, they have Mario Let Me Love You song playing where Michael had to take Anna somewhere to meet up with the mom. And for some reason, that song did not fit in that scene to me because at this point in the movie, they both dislike each other. So ain't no damn loving happening. So I don't know. The placement just didn't work. And right after that, they have Michael singing the words a cappella to Anna. And it still didn't hit. It's like I know what they were trying to do, but it just should have been another song. And then the Let Me Love You song could have, been played later in the film if it made sense. Granted, the song was used at the end. And it was kind of like a full song moment because Michael was singing it to Anna first, and then it kind of ended with Anna singing it to Michael to basically show like she liked him. But when it was Michael singing it, it didn't make sense. But when it was Anna singing it, it made sense. But whatever, I got the idea they were basically trying to push. But another thing, we are in Italy. Let me feel it. I feel like they tried to Americanize the movie a little too much instead of really letting us romanticize Italy in the setting. Like the backdrops was amazing, the accents was there, but hell, it still felt like, we were in America. Hell, if I didn't see the whole situation with Halle and her baby daddy won a port so she could take her son to Italy with her, I would have thought the whole movie was green screen. Like, it didn't look green screen, it was beautiful, but it's just the Americanization of what they was doing. Like the reason the show Emily in Paris worked so well is because She goes full on Paris, full on Europe mode. And in this movie, it felt like the Italians were trying to be American, and I don't want to see that. Hell, she left America for a reason. Now let's talk about the romance scenes. Well, at least one of them, because it wasn't that many. But let's talk about the one I remember. So there was a part in the movie when Michael and Anna are in a vineyard talking, and water sprinklers come on and it gets them wet. So Michael takes off his shirt, showing his body to cover Anna's hair because my girl said she don't want to mess up her edges. I get you, sis. But man, tell me why they played this safe with this scene. They were wet, the tension was high, it was just a mood. And I expected it to be something like, they trip and fall on each other. Like he falls first, she falls on top of him, he naked. Well, not naked, but his shirt's off, and they all wet and they lock eyes with each other, and it's just wet, hot, and bothered. Like the whole situation should have been wet, hot, and bothered, something of that nature. But no, instead we got a tour group watching them as it goes down. Now granted, the tour group scene was funny as hell to me because someone yelled out, well, I know I signed up for that tour. As they looking at Michael and Anna being wet. But that scene should have been more spicy. It had so much potential. But overall, I just think the storyline structure felt rushed, at least in the beginning. Like, they established her fake lifestyle, but not her relationship history. And for me, in a rom-com, I need to see you down bad and struggling for love. So when you find it, it hits hard and I feel it. And I feel like that's what they missed. Like, imagine this, right? So for the opening scene, instead of like just having this random lady find her stealing her stuff and pretending to have a certain lifestyle because she's house sitting for the lady, how about she tells like a boyfriend of hers to meet her at one of the houses she's house sitting, gives him a time, where to find a key and everything, but he decides to pull up early and bring another girl there so he can, fake the lifestyle too, just like Anna does for her social media. Then Anna walks in thinking she's about to have this cute little moment with the boyfriend, and then she catches him cheating in the house. And just when you think it can't get worse, boom, the homeowner walks in and catches all three of them, child, thinking things was going down in her house. Now, it's chaos. She gets fired. She's embarrassed, heartbroken. It's a whole situation. And from there, it flows right into, the funny best friend moments and then her meeting Mateo and everything else. Like, I'm just saying, something like that would have at least established that she has a horrible dating history and is down bad when it comes to love, which would have made her whole journey, hit harder. Her whole love journey hit harder. I just wish the setup matched the payoff because to me, the ending was chef's kiss. Now, was it perfect? No. Did it have flaws? Yes. Was it entertaining? Yes. It was light, it was messy, it was cute, and sometimes that's all a rom-com needs. So with that being said, you already know what to do. Like this video and show your girl some love. Comment your thoughts and let's discuss what you thought about this film. If you've seen it, do you plan on seeing it? All the things, even though I kind of exposed a lot to y'all. And last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the Queen of Baby. Bye.